Hey mga katrapat kamarites ko, welcome back to our vlog. So eto po ang full video ng Grand Press Conference na naganap ngayon sa Cebu together with Senator Amy Marcos, Jerome Ponce at our very own charot, Miss Rufa Gutierrez na napakaganda. Ayan, dami, dinagsana naman ng mga tao. At ang controversial na direktor na si Derek Daryl Yap. Controversial kasi akala nila tomboy siya. And with Cesar Montano. Ayan. Kaya keep on watching mga kasyupat kamarites kasi marami silang pasabog. OMG! Confirm pala na may part 3 ang martyr or murderer. Oh my God! Ito ay pinamagatang Mabuhay, Aloha, Mabuhay. Ayan, kaya keep on watching.
Hirap at sa ginhawa. And I think that is the pure message of the movie. Yung imagine the story of the family behind everything that's happening. Nakikita lang ng mga tao yung gusto lang nila makita pero hindi nila alam kung ano nangyayari sa isang political and one of the greatest families and most controversial families behind the scenes. So you get a glimpse on how they really feel, and they're just like any other family.
Thank you, Direk. Gusto niyong sagutin?
Well, I've answered the message already. When it comes to my favorite scene, it would be the 30-second silent staring of Ninoy and Ferdinand. I've allotted 30 seconds there for the people to observe and find the symbolisms in the movie, and I'm very happy that a lot of our kababayans can actually enumerate those symbolisms. So I guess the film is it's more than just a work of art. It's a work of truth, and I'm just happy that our kababayans in Cebu is receiving it warmly, and I'm just so excited to see you all tonight.
Thank you, Direk. By the way, the film is also shown in Australia.
At ASF in Luzon, we had it for much longer, for perhaps now 2.5 years and counting. And we realized that the first thing that needs to happen is, unang-una, talagang kailangan malaman kung saan nagsimula. Where did the contagion begin? It appears to be somewhere in Karkar. And take action immediately. Kahit masakit, kailangan mag-culling talaga. You have to take immediate and drastic action. And I think the province as well as the rest of the municipalities and towns are taking that action. Secondly, of course, you have to take the draconian measure of no hogs coming in or out. So sadly, I think that's also what happened. Of course, all of us are completely disappointed because we look forward to Cebu lechon.
Yeah.
And it's always a problem when there's a shortage. Pero I think this has to be done. And thirdly, of course, we are really calling upon the Department of Agriculture that when culling is done and trade has to be halted, it's important that the farmers should be given restocking material so that they can start from scratch with clean stock. Ang problema nito, 64% of hog raising in the Philippines is talagang backyard. That's the problem. And we are using swill or leftovers or tira-tira to feed the hogs, and that's the reason why we get stuck with unhygienic or unprocessed swill, and that results in much infection and contagion. So yun ang kailangan natin gawin so that we can restock quickly, and immediately also the Department of Agriculture has promised that R&D that already exists in the United States, in Vietnam, and also in China should be applied here. Magpatulong tayo sa iba kasi highly advanced na yung kanilang vaccines daw against ASF. We need to do that immediately.
Siguro tulong na maaaring ibigay natin sa mga affected farmers.
Well, yun na nga ang sinasabi ko na sana bigyan natin ng konting ayuda itong ating mga farmers. Ang karamihan nga, ang masakap dyan, hindi naman yung malalaki. It's not naman na large hog raisers. Because like I said earlier, the larger percentage of Filipino hogs derive from backyard gardens. Hindi naman nanggagaling yan sa malakihang mga piggery, kundi yung ilan lang sa likod ng bahay. So these are marginal farmers, they really need help, and we enjoin the Department of Agriculture to quickly address the situation with fresh stock as soon as we identify the area where the contagion began. Okay na?
Okay, alright. Now let's move on to Benji Talisik of XFM Cebu 88.3. Sir Benji. Controversial din to si Sir Benji. Very trending kaya.
Grabe na apil giday. Mayong hapon sa tanan og magandang hapon. Benji Talisik of XFM Cebu 88.3. Bagong station po yan, ma'am. Yung question ko lang po, after Made in Malacanang, then parang nag-viral, pinag-uusapan, hindi lang Pilipinas, at buong worldwide. Then ito na naman, yung MOM. For the next movie, meron ba kaya abangan ang Pilipino, yung sambayanan, na mas maganda pa at exciting for the next movie after dito? Kaya dalo-dalo niya po.
It's a trilogy, sir. So there's the third one, which is Mabuhay, Aloha, Mabuhay. That will be shot on June and will be released on September. We haven't sat down yet. Di pa kami nag-uusap kung anong magiging buong plot. But we have our actors, some of the actors and actresses casted for very vital roles. Pero hindi pa po kami nag-uusap kasi nagbebenta pa po kami ng pangalawa. So nahihirapan pa po kami bumuo ng pangatlo. With of course this overwhelming response from our kababayans here and abroad. The third one will be, I don't want to say as controversial, but I want it to be as sabi nga nila sige na nga, controversial. So nag-iisip pa ako ng ibang, of course with Mabuhay, Aloha, Mabuhay, it will tackle the timeline of 2016 and 2022 elections. So we have characters there like the Duterte family, then Vice President Leni Robredo, and a lot of other politicians who played meaningful parts in those two elections. So I guess it's gonna be a very happy movie. Thank you.
Do you have any follow-up questions, Sir Benji? Wala na? Okay. How about Ms. Januar Agua from The Freeman? Print naman.
Hi, Mike Hapon. He hasn't arrived yet, so I'll ask in his place. I'm Vanessa Babuena from The Freeman. My questions are for Sir Cesar and Ms. Rufa. In our press con last year sa Made in Malacanang on set here in Cebu, you said you had a very brief time to prepare for your roles. So, as Direct Dario said, this time you had the luxury of a lengthier time to prepare. How did you prepare this time? And how did you attack your roles differently, if ever, if any?
Hi, Vanessa of The Freeman. I think it was much different because Made in Malacanang was a shock to all of us. Now, wow, there's this movie pala and we're going to be a part of it. So I think all of the actors at that time were very stressed, excited, a lot of different emotions. It was right after elections, so it was very busy and, I guess controversial time. Maiinit pa yung dugo ng mga tao noon. And kami naman, nung in-offer sa akin, ako especially si Madam Imelda, I was like, wow, So I think from then hanggang ngayon, yung journey nag-iba. Kasi ngayon, I'm so comfortable now with my director, Direct Daryl. Noong araw, narinig ko lang siya na this really young, brilliant director na mataray. Buti na lang mataray ang mommy ko, mataray people love me. So, he loves me, diba? Si Senator Amy, sinasabi nila intelihenteng, medyo mataray din, pero may puso. I think she loves me also, Senator Amy. So I think I think now we're more comfortable and we were able to bring whatever it is that we gave during MIM to MOM. So, excited ako at sana hindi pa ako patayin ni Direk Daryl. So, kasama pa ako sa trilogy. Sa end, sa Mabuhay, Aloha, Mabuhay. Pero buhay pa si Madam Imelda. So, dapat hindi pa ako patayin.
Thank you, Mr. Rufa.
Thank you very much, Ms. Vanessa. Anything more? Sir Cesar.
Hi, Ms. Vanessa. Thank you for your question. Yeah, for me, it was really quite a challenge. Yung first one, you made in Malacanang. Attacking the role took me a lot of decisions to make, paano to gagawin. So I talked to the hairdresser, the makeup artist, how do we go about it? Paano? Kasi ako, wala akong makitang dahil maiksi yung buho ko noon and we're just given, ang galing talaga mong challenge itong director na to. Napakagaling talaga. But I want to commend him dito sa script na Mom, yung Martyr of Martyresa. Napakaganda pong script, napakagandang kwento. And I don't know how we do it na trilogy. Mahirap po gumawa ng ganito na hindi interesting yung next napanood po namin, sabi ko, paano na naman niya paiiyakin ang audience sa second? Nako, nag-premiere po kami. Napaiyak niya ako sa umpisa. Hindi nila ako tumingin, naiiyak na naman ako. Pelikula ko na, naiiyak pa ako. It's very effective. Magaling po yung pagkaka-execute ng transition ng bawat scene. But dun sa sa mga eksena ko naman, dying na nga po daw ako ito. Sabi ng first lady ko, na sobrang lungkot po habang ako'y namamatay, nakadiin po siya sa dibdib ko. Hindi ko malaman pa paano acting gagawin ko dahil nahihirapan ako mamatay. Kung mabang umiiyak siya, Sen, dinidiin na yung dibdib ko. Talagang parang mamamatay ako talaga. Siyempre, pero kailangan acting ko talaga. Ang hira, ito, challenge sa akin yun. But, yung mas madali sa akin para dito dahil I had a little study na ginawa ko dun sa first one. So, parang yun na yung initial kong tawag dito, research na nagawa. So, dito medyo alam ko na kung saan papunta yung character ko, ma'am. So, yun po.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
For Direk Daryl this time, will you be able sorry.
Si Jerome, ito po yung Yang Ninoy. Yeah, di ba?
Yeah, how about you share na lang din, Jerome, how you prepared for Ninoy?
Oh, the preparation. Well, syempre malayo naman regarding your question dun sa sila from MIM. Nagkaroon sila a lot of time, pero tama naman yung sabi ni Direk, a couple of days lang before binigay yung script. But may idea na sinabi sa akin na I was playing young Ninoy. Then, sobrang limited lang from like, sa internet, sa YouTube, na saan ako makakakuha ng resources para makita at mabuo yung nuances, ugali ni Ninoy. Until then, nasa set na ako, the way he talks. Sa tulong ni Direk Daryl, doon nabuo namin yung character ni Young Ninoy. At syempre, isang malaking bagay din yung si Yorme. Dahil kailangan ko rin kahit pa paano i-align yung characters niyo pareho dahil hindi naman malaking pagkakaiba yung bilang Ninoy at yung Young Ninoy. So, yun siya, yung preparation ko myself. So, po.
Thank you, Jerome. Direk Daryl, are you able to share na who you are eyeing for Duterte and Lenny?
Kaya, I already have a Lenny Robredo, ma'am. I already have an actress. I signed a non-disclosure agreement that is worth 12 million. If we have funds here, kung mag-aambagan tayo, sabihin ko na. So, I have an NDA, may Lenny na po ako. Wala pa po akong tigong.
Okay.
We already have Inday Sara, right? We already have Inday Sara. I already have late Senator Miriam Defensor. Who else? Yun. Anyways, Miss Yula will be playing Senator Amy, and and Aga Mulak will be playing President Bongbong. Yeah, so hindi po na ano naman. So, ayun po, I can't say pa po kung sino po ang maglileni para po panoorin ng mga supporters ni Ma'am Lenny. I'm sure matutuwa sila. Tapos kay President Digong, wala pa po as of the moment. But all the Duterte kids from Sir Pulong to Baste, meron na kay Kitty.
Okay. Last question for you from me. I'd like to ask about that episode where you posted online about Viva cutting some scenes that you were fighting for, and then sabi mo later in the later post na okay na. Can you just bring us to what was going through your head that time and your learnings from that incident?
Well, I've learned that you as an artist, I don't have to be very vocal with every emotion that I feel at the moment. When Viva naman expressed na hindi nila intention na tanggalin. Movie kasi is very visual. They needed, video as evidentiary support. But I can't provide a video. I only have, print materials. So, nakaikot naman kami kung paano yung susolusyonan, mapapanood nyo sa pelikula, na yung naging issue sa kanila, naitawid naman ng maayos. So my learning would be, just to talk to them first. I came from social media industry before I went to showbiz, so medyo mas ma-post ako kaysa ma-meeting. Kaya, yun, and this is my first job. I've never been hired in any company, so wala akong alam pagdating sa mga ganon, mga protocol. So, yeah, that's a learning for me, and I think it's a good one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Vanessa. And while we're here, to Direct and to Jerome, paano mo na-convince si Jerome from Katips to Ma'am? Tapos, Jerome, anong difference ni Attorney Tanyana to Direct Daniel? Ganong klaseng ano?
Ano naman, so ako naman, anong tawag dito? Jerome kasi watched Made in Malacanang. Yes, si Jerome kasi said nanood sila ni Sasna ng Made in Malacanang. So si Sasna naman kasi is really a friend from social media din. So tinanong ko kung gusto niya mag-part 2. I just think na nasayang kasi yung talent niya dun sa Katip. So sabi ko, why not we give you a good avenue. So sabi niya sa akin, sige Direk, let's see the script. Tapos tinanong niya din ako, who's gonna be the adult Ninoy, and then I said, it's Yorme Isko. And sabi niya, okay, come on, let's do it. Sabi ko, you have a lengthy script. Sabi niya, no problem. So I guess it's just a matter of we helping each other in the business. And I don't know if I'm much of a help to him or pain sa kanya. Pero with Jerome naman, I think Jerome is an excellent thinking actor, and whatever attention he is receiving right now, I think he truly deserves it. So,
Thank you, Direct Jerome.
tinandahan ko para maganda yung comparison mo.
Sorry
Sorry, parang dalawa yato, tatlo yung question. Ano yung first?
Yung first, paano ka napa-oo?
Okay, unahin muna natin yung first. Honestly, hindi naman na yun mawawala sa mga tao kung bakit ako napunta at umoo. the bashing, mga accusation, at yung mga bagay na bigla nilang sinasabi sa akin na hindi kinagulat ko. Ever since magti-10 years na ako magti-10 years pa lang sa industry, hindi ko naramdaman yung ganun. It's just me na bilang isang aktor na gusto ko lang naman manood. Diba? I have no intentions of hurting someone or anyone. I just want to entertain and do my job. But the fact na napunta ako sa isang sitwasyon na hindi ko naman gusto, andito ako ngayon na, alam mo yun, may nagbukas na pinto, and do I have to say no for dun sa ganung bagay? Yes, agad, syempre. And honestly, natutuwa ako every time na may mga nakakatrabaho akong bagong tao, and hindi ako nagsasabi ng bad things about sa mga dati kong ka-work. It's just, wala ganito, nagbigay agad sa akin ng script. Kung binigyan din naman ako, pwede ko bang basahin? But yeah, sorry, second question naman.
Anong difference ng dalawang direktor mo, naging director mo?
Ano yung pangatlo?
Dalawa lang yung questions ko. Gusto yung dagdagan ko mabuba.
Ako parang pinagkaiba? Sa totoo lang, kayo naman ang makakakita nun eh. May mga pinagkakaiba lahat. Hindi ko na para isa-isa rin yun. It's just, ang masasabi ko lang pareho silang, syempre, ginagawa nila yung craft nila, pareho silang story maker and storyteller. And marami ako natutunan sa kanila. Basta, nasabihin ko lang, masaya ako sa trabaho ko. Yun po. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerome. Thank you. All right. This time, let's call in Jim Trazo of JMT Mindset. Sir Jim.
Hello, good afternoon to everyone. Hello, good afternoon, Derek, Daryl. I'm Jim Trazo from Bisaya YouTubers Club. And to Direk Daryl, Direk, ano po yung sa sequel na to, ano yung pinaka-challenging at pinaka-fulfilling po?
Pinaka-challenging would be, making the Marcoses talk. Lagi ganun, kahit sa Made in Malacanang, nahihirapan akong kausapin sila. Lalo na dito, si Senator Aimee kasi, this is a very traumatic part of her life. So siguro yung extracting the story itself, yun ang pinakamahirap. Because from time to time, she pause and, cry for a little. Tapos tuloy kami ulit. It's the death of her father. Plus, kamamatay lang din ng father ni Christine nung nakaraang taon. So it's really something very, it's like walking on thin ice kapag na pag-uusapan yon. Yung pagtatrabaho kasi with Jerome, Cesar, Rufa, and all of my actors, parang hindi na siya work for me. Parang naging mas madali sa amin, lahat hindi na kami nagkakapaan. So alam na namin yung gusto, lahat ginagawa yung assignment. So the burden is really not dun sa mismong production proper. It's the pre-prod talaga. Yung pagkuha mo ng mga pagsulat mo ng kwento, yung pagkalap mo ng impormasyon. Ang hirap kasi, ang dami kong, at first marami akong iniiwasang issue. Like of course, I have to be a good storyteller, so I have to include everybody. I know not all people, especially my friends that are very much in the movement of this administration, sometimes they would not agree to discuss these things pa, include some kind of people from the past. Diba? Ayaw na nilang isama. Pero ako, dapat ko isama kasi it's my responsibility. So yung ganon, yung tug of war, when it comes to storytelling, it's very hard to balance myself as, a soldier of art and as a friend of the Marcoses. It's very hard for me to balance it up. So yung pagsusulat ng kwento ang pinakamahirap para sa akin. Nagiging emotional kasi lahat pag nagsusulat. So doon ako medyo nahirapan. Pero yung shooting walang problema. Yung shoot sa abroad, wala rin problema. Kasi when we shot those scenes in Morocco, we were assisted by the same people who shot Black Widow, King Kong versus Godzilla. We were assisted by, an acclaimed group of Hollywood people. So, wala kaming problem. Social nga, kakalokas sa atin. Patubig-tubig sila. Merong white wine, red wine sa shoot. Aloha, punong-puno ng chocolates and all. So, kami, we are just very happy. We're just very happy. The hardship would be in extracting the details, information. And pala may mas hard pa pala yung post-prod, getting the license of all the videos that appeared in the movie. So hard kasi it's documented, you have to get the license and the approval, the permits and all. It's really not in my talent to be very patient about those things.
Right. So, yun lang po, Direct. And despite of the challenges po, congratulations po. Kasi, yun, it was very successful.
Maybe I should just add, because Darren said that I was uncooperative, which is a little bit true. Masasabi ko lang, I'm inherently a soldier's daughter, and our attitude to life is just to march on. And we have this really semi-stoical, broad-shouldered aspect na hindi na namin iniisip masyado yung pagdadalapati, yung malungkot. Just keep moving and carry on. So it's very difficult for me to go over and dredge all these nasty bits in my life. Nasa puso lang, piling ko nang nakalimutan. So, yun, medyo hirap ako doon to find all these bits and pieces and all these details that I had lived through painfully once before and had no desire at all to go through again. Isa pa, we had a pact with Daryl that everything had to be documented. If not through videos, through photographs. Para, eto nga, ang daming matikos and we are going over territory that's very controversial historically and politically. So, ayokong pumayag kapag walang dokumento, walang picture, walang video.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you. Thank you.
Januar Agahar is already here, the Freeman. Januar.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So I just have a question for Director Olia. So how do you respond to the reviews to this movie that didn't necessarily point out or criticize its political content, but more on the technicalities of the film, like maybe the camera's use, the script, etc. So how do you respond to those kinds of reviews, sir?
Well, reviews, whether praises or criticism, I qualify them. I don't really gloss over some papuri and get angry with some criticism. You qualify them and maybe you study them for your future works. And when it comes to the technicality of the film, I'm only 3 years old in this business and I'm still learning. I'm still trying to be accustomed with the international standards when it comes to using cameras, the technology of editing. I think Viva provided me with the best people when it comes to making this Marcus trilogy. And I'm pretty confident that when it comes to technicality, I'm more of a script writer and an actor's director. Whenever there's shooting, I always focus and concentrate to the acting performance of my actors and actresses. Then I let my assistant director and my cinematographer / director of photography to, be very technical and be very particular when it comes to angles and all. I push my story through the actor's performance and through the words they say. I am very, 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 very particular when it comes to the script. I don't want to miss one word. We repeat it again. With that kind of treatment, having long takes, mostly my long takes would be like 7 to 14 minutes. If they forget, one word, we move it again from the top. So I'm very particular when it comes to script.
I have another question for you, Derek. So, you mentioned that after you're done with this trilogy, you're going to step away from directing political films. Can you elaborate more on that? What makes it exhausting for you to direct?
No, what I really said was, before doing Made in Malacanang, I have contracts and commitments with foreign streaming platforms such as Netflix. So, naset aside kasi yun. And medyo baka mahahabol na ako legally. So, it's very exhausting talaga. No, I'm not gonna deny it. You know, working with Senator Amy, she's smarter than me. Nakakapagod makatrabaho yung di mo kayang kontrolin eh. So, mahirap makipaghilahan. So, it's really, really tiring. Plus, when you do a political film, ginajuggle mo na yung kwento and all. Ginajuggle mo pa yung public. Tapos you have to, just like what Senator said, you have to get proper documentation about everything. So it's really, really, really tiring for me. Sometimes I wish I'm just directing, you know, another Viva Max movie. But, you know, I'm always very grateful with the opportunity. I'm not saying that I'm stepping away because I might do another political story come 2025. Baka yun. Pero marami ako, may 7 films ako to shoot for streaming platforms. I don't think after a Martyr's trilogy, magpo-political pa ako. Muna. Maybe 2025. Pag mas malaki na bayad dun eh, election na yun. Charing lang.
Yes. I have another question for Derek, and then my last question is for the actor. So, I'd like
Chat na lang tayo.
Okay,
sige, go.
Okay. I'd like to also hear Senator Ng Martyr's input into this as well. So, I'm sure this movie is like made, and also made in Malacanang is made based on the perspective of Senator Ng Martyr. So, do you have any like consultants, like other consultants who were part of the movies, like storytelling, the way it's formed, other than her perspective of what happened?
The only source for the Marcos experience is Senator Amy. She's the only one in Morocco that time. But when it comes to the historical facts, I have a research team, and all the sources that we used in the movie is very much available in the internet. Verified and licensed by the legitimate sources. You know, way back we don't have digital copies of this, but all the things that we used and all the informations that we tackled and discussed in the movie is very much available in the internet. But when it comes to the Marcos experience, I only have Senator Amy's point of view because she's the only one in Morocco.
Senator? Your question again? January.
If Senator doesn't have an answer to my question, it's fine. I'd just like to hear it.
No, I don't know what your question was. I'm sorry, I thought
All
this
right.
was
I asked Derek earlier if he consulted with other people for making this story other than you, because this movie is told from your perspective as well as me.
It's really my point of view. It's my story. Made in Malacanang is pretty much my story too, and I suppose this is the sequel to that story. It's very much my point of view.
Thank you, Senator. And one last question for the actors lang. Si Ms. Rufa G, Sir Cesar, and Sir Jerome, welcome to see you. So, what have you learned from the characters that you played here in this movie, Bob? Like one big revelation or takeaway from playing, these characters?
Well, aside from being Imelda Marcos, who's always so graceful, gracious, she's never answered in any demeaning way. I think I got that from her. Kasi yung mga artista ngayon, masyado silang emotional. Konting bash lang sumasagot, naapektuhan, meron na silang mental issues, di ba? So, para sa akin, kung yung Marcos family na napakaraming pinagdaanan in the past, halos pinaboy na sila sa mga Pilipino noong 1986, and yet, hindi pa sila sumasagot sa mga tao, sa mga pambabash sa kanila, that's a learning for me. Kasi ako konti nga lang yung bash sa akin and I'm not even a Marcos and they've already experienced so much. So I think that's one. Pangalawa is just remain calm and graceful under pressure. And like what Senator Amy said, just carry on. Diba? So maganda yun. Don't dwell on the negativity and the toxic people and surround yourself with positivity and carry on.
Cesar?
Senator, umalis na po si Senator. Well, every role, every new role for me, it's a learning experience. Kasi this is another character. This former President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. So iba. I'd just like to clear something before I continue. Kami mga artista, we do our role like this, like especially if it is political and historical. We do it by heart. We're doing it not to hurt anybody's feeling, but it is our job to stick what is in the script, what is our task. We should know our task more. Kung ano yung dapat namin gawin, dapat namin sabihin, dapat namin i-arte to not to shortchange our employer. Malayo kami doon. Kailangan gawin namin talaga yung nararapat. So, that's part of our job. Trabaho lang po ito. Yeah. And so don't get us wrong. Okay? But me, I learned a lot of things kasi bagong character. I learned. And it's a great opportunity for me as a person, as an actor, and also as a Filipino. Kasi historical and political ito. And I'd just like to add something to do sa question of kanina yung mensahe ng pelikula. We all know that ito pong istorya ito has two sides of the coin. We already know and saw and heard the first side of the coin already. And this is the other side of the coin. We Filipino, we deserve to know this. We shouldn't deprive ourselves from knowing and watching this film kasi may malalaman tayo eh. Di ba? Nalaman na natin yun. So, katungkulan natin bilang Pilipino, and it is our opportunity to know the other side. So let's watch this. Let's know about this. Huwag lang kami. Ako kung paano nyo napanood, paano yung natutunan nyo doon sa character ko, yun din po yung natutunan ko as an actor. Yun po natutunan din ni Buboy, ni Cesar Montana. So halos pareho lang po tayo na natutunan ko kung ano po yung nakita. That's all po. That's it.
Ako, yun din sabihin ko. Sa haba ng dadagdagan ko pa ba? Yun tama, yung sakto yun.
Thank you, Ng Martyr. Sir Cesar, dahil sa napakagaling yung pagganap bilang presidente, may tumatawa pa ka sa iyong Mr. President, Mr. Marcos, and pag may gano'n, ano pong reaction niyo, sir?
Merong mga nagpapa-appoint sa akin sa mga agency ng government. Sabi ko, pag-iisipan ko muna. Baka gawin niya, baka pareho tayo makulong dyan, sabi niya, pagawa mo sa akin. And then, totoo lang meron. Pero nagbibiro lang sila, nakakatuwa naman. It's really a humbling experience for me.
Thank you, Sir Cesar. Sir, may question kayo, right? Please introduce yourself. At saan kayo affiliated, sir?
Robbie Alvar of RMA News. Direct, ilang days ginawa yung movie? And then, regarding the cost of production, ano bang mas malaki? Yung main Malacanang or itong Martyr or Mother?
We shot the Philippine scenes for 7 days and the Moroccan scenes for 3 days. But we went to Morocco for 10 days to have a vacation. Anyways. So, no. Kasi kasama na yung ocular doon. So, Martyr or Murder is a total of 10 days shooting. And of course, the budget is, kumita kasi yung Made in Malacanang eh. So, medyo mas may karapatan kaming humingi. kumbaga, na parang ganun. And parang hihingi kami ulit sa third one. Kasi with the 10-day shooting, I mean 10-day showing ngayon, we got, overwhelming sales. So, we're extremely happy. And hopefully, we can prepare and shoot more shooting days ng June para mas maganda pa yung final, yung finale install.
Thank you. Direct, with Mim being a blockbuster film, may mga tumawag ba sa iyo ng artista na gusto mapasali sa mom at saka sa ma'am? Or meron ba?
Yeah, oo. Inaasar lang ako ng ibang artista na kahit daw taga-bukas ng kit, yung mga kaibigan kong komedyante kahit daw puno, ganon, oo. Ano naman, I think it's just a matter of finding, I don't know how to say it but it's lukso ng dugo when you see the actor and you can feel it. But of course, with the case of Rufy, really requested by First Lady Imelda. Hindi na ako nagsalita doon But with Sir Boboy, with Jerome, it's all me. Nasabi ko, I can see them in the role. But of course, Rufy's role was really from Ma'am Imelda. Pero yung mga artista humihirat naman, you try to accommodate then sila. Kaso lang, kapag nandun na yung script, maglalaban pa rin yung friendship o yung pangangailangan ng Ayaw naman ni Boss Vic magbayad lang dahil kaibigan ko. So, we qualified then.
Maka-cameo lang no? Okay. Any more questions? Yes, your name please and from outfit.
Hey, good afternoon, Direct. Jim Reviosa from Cebu and Mabuhay here. Prior to the March 1 showing, may mga postings so kayo na there are cuts na hindi naisasali sa film. Okay lang ba na I don't know kung natanong na holding sa inyo kung yung cuts na yun, ano yung particular na cuts na
Yeah, I answered it a while ago. I said those scenes were referring to the ideologies of former Senator Ninoy Aquino. Viva was asking for video evidentiary support, but all I can give them is printed evidence. So it has to be in video. So we kind of did a video presentation about it that you'll see in the movie. So, that's it. Yun lang, basically.
Pangalawang question, sir. Ano hong mensahe niyo sa mga baguhang direktor ngayon? Kasi parang hindi yata accepted yung atake niyo sa mga datihang direktor ngayon. Na parang may mga negatibo silang komento sa mga na ipoproduce yung films. May mga aspiring directors so tayo sa mga short films. Anong mensahe niyo sa kanya?
Well, hindi naman po ako nag-aral sa film school. Wala akong formal training when it comes to directing. Pero, ang masasabi ko lang, ang industriya naman po, gaya ng napakaraming industriya, ay maluwag para sa lahat ng gustong pumasok. Hindi naman po kailangang pagsikuhan at magsipaan para pagkaroon ng kanya-kanyang espasyo sa industriya. Marami po akong ginagawa na maaaring hindi pasok o papasa sa panlasa ng mga patikan at dati na nating direktor. Subalit, ginagawa ko naman po ang pelikula hindi para sa kanilang approval. Ang pelikula naman po ng lahat ng kwentista at nais magkwento ay may kalayaan na magpahayag nito sa publiko. Kaya nga po lagi kong sinasabi, ang pagpapahalaga sa pelikula ay hindi naman base sa nakasanayan, bagkus sa kung ano ang gusto nating simulan. Para naman po sa mga kagaya kong bagong direktor, hindi ko kasi masabing matagal na ako po yung mag-4 na taon pa lang sa industriya. Sa mga katulad ko naman po na baguhan sa industriya, ang pinakamagandang maaaring manggaling sa akin ay yung hindi ko na kailangan sabihin kung hindi yung nakikita nila na ang direktor na nagkukwento ng mga istoryang may kwenta, hindi natatakot maging nasa gitna ng mga kontrobersiyang hindi pa tinatalakay, sa tingin ko ay binibigyan ng pagsuporta, pagtangkilik at pagmamahal ng publiko. Walang pinakamagandang katangian ng isang direktor o ng kwentista, kundi ang katapangan. Dahil ang pagiging matapang at pagkapit sa katotohanan ay hindi nawawala sa uso at laging sinusuportahan ng karamihan. Yan lang po.
Thank you very much. I think we have one last. Yes. Your name, sir, and from what outfit?
Pareha from Cebu News. I would like to address this to Mr. Cesar Montano. You seem to be the Filipino actor with most historical characters played in movies. I would like to know how many have you played, and is there like a dream character that you like to play?
Congratulate lang natin, Sir Buboy, 40th anniversary in showcase.
Congratulations!
Sasabihin ko sana 40 years old lang ako eh. Yung na naging 40th anniversary sa actor. Yes, indeed. Marami na po ako na. From Jose Rizal. I think Bonifacio also. I think Chavit Singson also. Kahit boy pa siya. Yung pelikula niya. Captain Juan Pahota is one of our unsung hero in the World War II. There's a movie na The Great Raid. It was historical. From the book Book Soldiers and The Raid from Cabanatuan. 2 books. At tapos ito pong Made in Malacanang as Ferdinand Emmanuel Adrian Marcos Sr. Katulad po ng sinabi ko, it's really a humbling experience for me. Nagkakataon lang po na talagang it landed on my lap. Siguro sabi ng Diyos, marami kang babayaran sa mga bills, monthly, marami kang anak, marami kang dapat pag-aralin, bayaran ng tuition fees, kailangan mo ng maraming trabaho. Yan. Butan kayo na itong Ginoo ba?
Ikaw?
Hatag ng trabaho. Yan. Hinumduman siya. Thank you. Praise God. Hallelujah.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Sir Cesar. Okay. This is for all the characters, all our actors here. Anong gusto niyo po bang tumatak sa mga tao when they watch the film? And ano po yung pinaka-paborito niyo pong eksena sa Mom? Sir Jerome.
Sir. Gusto kong tumatak sa kanila pag napanood nila. Ano ba? Gusto kong tumatak sa kanila kung gaano kasarap manood ulit ng sine. Pangalawa, kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng katotohanan sa hindi. Pangatlo, kung ano ang palabas sa hindi palabas. Pang-apat, syempre, gusto kong tumatak sa kanila na this is not just the normal political film or whatsoever. It's not just a storytelling. It's a roller coaster ride na pag pinanood ng mga tao, iba't ibang emosyon yung lalabas, sa tawa, sa iyak, sa kilig, sa galit, at iba pa. Yun po. So, for the favorite part ko sa movie, I guess yung first drone shot, tsaka yung last part, the telephone. Yun po.
Gusto ko pong tumatak sa tao katulad po ng ulitin ko na sinabi ni Direk Dari kanina at napatunayan po natin sa Made in Malacanang, hindi po patay ang industriya ng Pilipinas. Ang movie industry hindi po. Then, napatunayan po ng Made in Malacanang yan. It's just a matter of having the right script, the right direction, and right marketing of the film. So, buhay po tayo. So, yun lang po. Kailangan po isipin lahat yan. Kaya ang pelikula pong ito, hindi lamang po para sa amin doon, hindi lang para sa Viva po, para po sa buong industriya ng pelikula ito, ng show business na let's go out and make movies. But pick the right story, the right director, and the right marketing. Ayusin po natin. Yun lang po.
Ms. Rufa?
Well, for me, I think the message is not only that this trilogy, well, MIM and MOM, was not only successful in the Philippines, but successful worldwide as well. As a matter of fact, it was previewed in so many other countries around the world. Naging successful din siya. This weekend, Direct Daryl Yap and I, hopefully kasama rin si Cesar at si Jerome, pupunta kami sa Dubai and Abu Dhabi. We have a premiere there as well. So, basically, siguro ang message natin is, pag maganda talagang pelikula, papanoorin. Marami bumabatikos na, ay naku, baka namigay lang kayo ng libreng tickets. Kahit bigyan kayo ng maraming libreng tickets, won't you rather sleep than go out if you really don't want to watch the movie? So para sa akin, maganda talagang pelikula at papanoorin, pupuntahan talaga at tatangkilikan ng mga tao. So maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga tumangkilik ng Made in Malacanang at ng MOM. And para sa akin, yung pinaka-paborito kong eksena sa pelikula is the showing of the family together. Diba? Kasi yun naman talaga mga pamilya natin dito sa Pilipinas, diba? Parang in terms of being together in a crisis, sama-sama tayo sa hirap at sa ginhawa. And I think that is the pure message of the movie. Yung imagine the story of the family behind everything that's happening. Nakikita lang ng mga tao yung gusto lang nila makita, pero hindi nila alam kung ano nangyayari sa isang political and one of the greatest families and most controversial families behind the scenes. So you get a glimpse on how they really feel, and they're just like any other family.
Thank you, Direk. Gusto niyo sagutin?
Well, I've answered the message already. When it comes to my favorite scene, it would be the 30-second silent staring of Ninoy and Ferdinand. I've allotted 30 seconds there for the people to observe and find the symbolisms in the movie, and I'm very happy that a lot of our kababayans can actually enumerate those symbolisms. So I guess the film is it's more than just a work of art. It's a work of truth, and I'm just happy that our kababayans in Cebu is receiving it warmly, and I'm just so excited to see you all tonight.
Thank you, Direk. By the way, the film is also shown in Australia, Canada, USA, and in Taiwan. And abangan natin kung saan pa para yung mga kababayan natin, mga kapamilya natin sa labas ng bansa ay makapanood din. And by the way, the very gracious senator has left already because of a very important commitment she has to attend to. Plus, meron pa tayong block screening mamaya. So, before we go, again, thank you so much. That ends our Q&A segment. And we ask everyone to once again invite Cebuanos. So please watch the film.
Ang mga Cebuano, di ba, ang reputasyon natin ay malambing, maganda, matatag, at matatalino. So, thank you very much for supporting our movie, Martyr or Murder. And sana po magkita-kita tayo ngayong gabi sa SM Cinema 7. SM Cinema 7 at 7 p.m. I'd like to see all of you there. And sana mag-enjoy kayo. Maraming salamat po. Daghang salamat sa inyong tanan.
Yung mga taga-Cebu maganda, ano yun, malambing.
Marunong magsilbi. O parang nanay ko, di ba silbi kay daddy?
Cebuano pala ako. So yun po, maraming salamat sa pagsama sa amin ngayong hapon na ito. Inaanyayahan po namin kayo sa Cinema 7 ng SM City Cebu for our Mom Goes to Cebu Red Carpet Premiere. Maraming salamat po.
Daghang salamat sa press, media, vloggers na nadirita ron. Daghang salamat sa inyong suporta. Magkita taon niya. Cinema 7, Cebu. Okay, pupunta sa ibang probinsya, Cebu lang.
Thank you so much po for giving time. Kita-kita po mamaya. Maraming salamat. And hopefully, patsikahan din namin kayo. If may time pa, thank you so much po. At sa lahat ng mga taga-Cebu, hope to see you guys later.
Daghang salamat, Jerome, Sir Cesar, Direk Daryl, Ms. Rufa, and to all our friends from the media, bloggers and vloggers.